Alright? We the real Hebrew Israelites, first and foremost, I'd like to say, all praises is due to YAHAWAH, BAHASHAM, YAHAWASHI. That belongs to the apostles and elders of Greatmillstone. Peace and salutation to all our people that's pushing the truth. So today, we'll be going into the removal of the Apocrypha, and basically the link showing you that the Apocrypha is a part of the scriptures, So without further ado, let's get straight into it, So let's start at the book of 2nd Esdras, chapter 3, verse 34.
Alright, this is 2nd Esdras, chapter 3, verse 34. Weigh thou therefore our wickedness, thou in the balance, and theirs also that dwell in the world, and so shall thy name no more be found but in Israel.
Right, the scripture says, so that thy name shall nowhere be found but in Israel. So for some of you, that's bringing straight truth. You see what I'm saying? You're bringing straight truth. I know it's not going to be found nowhere but in Israel. So for anyone who says the other nation can be saved, the Lord isn't dealing with them, and especially your churches, Right, and so Esau is a proud man, Let's get Psalm chapter 14, verse 1.
Psalm 14, 1.
Yeah. Esau is a proud man. So we can cut him up in the scriptures.
Alright. This is Psalms chapter 14, verse 1. The fool had said in his heart, there is no God. They are corrupt. They have done abominable works. There is none that doeth good.
God. Scripture said there's none that doeth good. So the real Edomites, they don't believe in the Most High. Alright? Now, let's get Psalm chapter 5. Pick it up at verse 4. I'm going to read 4 to 6.
Psalm 4 to 6. Psalm chapter 5, verse 4 to 6. For thou art not a God that had pleasure in wickedness, neither shall evil dwell with thee. The foolish shall not stand in thy sight. Thou hatest all workers of iniquity. Thou shalt destroy them that speak reason. The Lord will abhor the bloody and deceitful man.
And we know that's speaking about Esau. Alright? So he's saying that he will destroy them that teach lies. Starting with the churches, but first and foremost dealing with Esau. Then 2/3 of our people, all in them churches. And one of the biggest lies is that how they take the Apocrypha out of the Bible. So when you go on Google, and you type in why did the white man take the Apocrypha out of the scriptures, but you can check that in your own time, So what I want to prove to you is maybe 6 or 7 points of why the white man removed the Apocrypha out of the Holy Scriptures. But if you get the 1611 Bible, you'll see that those missing books, they are in there. And the first one being, that they move. Why? The first reason that why they move it is that it proves who the lost 10 tribes are and where they went to. It also proves there was no virgin birth.
God.
It also proves that YAHAWAH, YAHAWASHI is only for the nation of Israel. Alright? Without a question. It also proves that the white people, they are the biblical Edomites. And they put the woman off a pedestal. It shows you that the Spartans, they are the real Israelites. And the last one is that the same scripture about confusion of faces, which is in Daniel, it identified, when the lions come from out of the eagle. All right, come from the eagle, and it also proves that, they cover the faces of our Lord. And we could prove that all day long. All right. So now let's go in a bit deeper. So let's look at the front of his Bible. Go to the front page of the Bible. Right? Right there, read this right there.
All right, this is authorized King James Version.
See that? So right. So King James didn't write no Bible for you fools out there were thinking that. At that time, he authorized the Bible to be translated out of the Hebrew tongue and out of the Greek tongue into the English. Alright? So, we already proved that. Right? So now let's go to the front page of the Apocrypha. Let's see something there. Read that.
This is the Apocrypha, translated out of the original tongues, and with the former translation diligently compared and revised by His Majesty special command, appointed to be read in churches.
Read that last piece again.
Appointed to be read in churches.
Alright.
Alright? Right here.
Right, so now, like I said, King James didn't write no book. He authorized the Bible to be translated from the Hebrew and the Greek into the English. So, let's go into the Winston Simplified Dictionary, the 1939 edition, right? Let's go into that because I want to look up something. I want to look up the word Apocrypha in the Winston Simplified Dictionary, right? And this is the definition for the word Apocrypha, right? It says Apocrypha, not plural, right? It says writings or statements of doubtful or authorship in early church writing uncertain as to origin and authority. Apocrypha, certain writings originally included in the Old Testament and still incorporated in the Vulgate, but now generally omitted in Protestant versions of the Bible. Okay? So, see here? You could pause it and look up the definition for yourself. See what I say, and don't take my word for it, because these are biblical, proven Edomite scholars. Alright? So now, what I want to do now, I want to look up the word Bible in the same thing, in the same book. And guess what? I was surprised at what I find. Alright? I was really surprised at what I found. Now check this out. Bible. It says biblical. Right? Books. Papyrus. Right? It says a body of writing accepted by Christians in their sacred literature, now generally bound up and thought of as one volume. You hear that? And comprising in modern Protestant versions the books of the Old and New Testament, and in the Vulgate version, which is the basis of the Bible used by the Roman Catholics. Books of the Old Testament, Apocrypha, in addition, the scriptures, holy writing, right? Now, it gives a long list, and then down here, it have the order. So, proven by biblical scholars. Not biblical scholars, but Edomite scholars. See that right down here. Right here. You can look it up, pause it, and look at it. Okay. So, it had all the scriptures in it, including the 14 books of the Apocrypha, like we just saw. You know, and the King James Version is the only authorized version. Alright, by the state. That's why I had the brother here read the first page, you know, of the Apocrypha and of the Holy Scriptures. Right? And the Apocrypha helps to condemning information exposing Esau very directly. Alright? So now, what I want you to do, you could go to 2 Chronicles chapter 33, verse 18.
Chapter 33?
Yeah, chapter 33, verse 18.
2 Chronicles 33, verse 18. Now the rest of the acts of Manasseh and his prayer unto his God, and the words of the seers that spake to him in the name of Yahawah BAHASHAM YAHAWASHI, God of Israel.
Right, read on.
Behold, they are written in the book of the kings of Israel. All right. His power, his prayer also, and how God was entreated of him, and all his sins, and his trespass, and the places wherein he built high places, and set up groves and images.
You see that set up groves and images, that goes back to them churches. Alright? But Manasseh, he repented from that.
Right.
Alright, so that's it on that. Right? So, which Manasseh is a part of the Apocrypha. Alright? You want to get that? Get that, let's prove that Manasseh is a part of the Apocrypha. For you scoffers out there who don't believe that the Apocrypha is a part of the Holy Scriptures. You know, and that's the prayer of Manasseh right there. That's when he repented from setting up those churches and those idols and shit that Israel worshiping. Alright? So, why would the Bible mention that in the scriptures if this wasn't a part of the scripture?
Right.
See what I said? So that proves that the prayer of Manasseh is in the Apocrypha. So now, like we just said, like we just showing, Manasseh in the Apocrypha, you know, and it's proven in the book of Jeremiah and Daniel, basically the whole Bible, you know, and that's also in 2 Kings chapter 1, verse 17. You want to get that?
2 Kings chapter 1, verse 17. So he died according to the word of Yahawah, which Elijah had spoken. Jehoram reigned in his stead in the 2nd year of Jehoram, the son of Jehoshaphat, king of Judah, because he had no son.
Right, and that's when we was in the Babylonian captivity. You know, in the scripture and 2 Chronicles give reference. Why would it give reference to something if it wasn't there? You see what I say?
Right.
That made no sense. You know? So, man, all he got is proof. Alright? So now what we're going to do, we're going to have the brother here read Revelation chapter 22, verse 18 and 19.
Revelation 22, 18 and 19. This is Revelation chapter 22, verse 18 and 19. For I testify unto every man that heareth the words of the prophecy of this book. If any man shall add unto these things, the Most High shall add unto him the plagues that were written in this book. And if any man shall take away from the words of this book of prophecy, the Most High shall take away his part out of the book of life, and out of the holy city, and from the things which are written in this book.
Time, right? So you white people, so you got the white man, right, that take the Apocrypha, to take the scriptures, 14 books out of the Holy Scriptures. So he have no part with this. Alright? He have no part with this. You know? But it also says add, and they add all kind of words and names in the Bible to cause confusion. Right? They add the word Gentile. They add Gentile instead of Hellenist. They put Gentile where Hellenist is supposed to be. And they deliberately put that there on purpose to cause confusion. You know? And the word Idomia, which the word Idomia simply means Edom in the Greek tongue. Instead of putting Edom, y'all put Idomia. You know? they got Edom in some places, you know, and Idomia, and sneaking Idomia in one or two places, you know. Yeah, and they do that to cause confusion, and that's called adding to the scripture, you know. And that Gentile Hellenist is one of the biggest confusion in the scriptures. But through the power and spirit of Yahawah, BAHASHAM, YAHAWASHI, we'll bring out some edification on that maybe in the next lesson. You know? Right. Right, and then you got them taken away, which they took away, like I say, the 14 books out of the Apocrypha. You know? Right, and then we have this group which is called the Biblical Destruction Group, aka the white man, back in 1776. And the Most High said, if you take away the word, he's gonna basically put you to death. You know?